Hello and welcome to PSM Speak. Pitva pitva purap pitva yavat patati bhutale. Drink again until you fall on the ground. Uttayacha, fall on the ground and get up. Puna pitva, drink again. Punarjanma navidete. There is no another birth. This is one idea that is attributed to Charvakas. This video is not to have any debate about whether it is true or untrue. It's only about alcoholism in the country and to talk about the beneficiaries, to whose benefit or whose detriment we are selling liquor, allowing it in the country is the theme of this video. And again, what is attributed to the Charvakas is Yavat jivet sukham jivet. Live happily, entire life. Runam krutva, we can borrow money. Grutam pivet. What does it mean, grutam? Ghee, clarified butter. That was supposed to be something which was of elitist consumption at one time. That means be happy and spend a lot and live a lavish life. Why? Bhasmi bhutasya dehasya punaragamanam kutaha. There is no guarantee that people will born again. No, there is no rebirth. Yavat jivet sukham jivet runam krutva grutam pivet bhasmi bhutasya dehasya punaragamanam kutaha. Whatever the philosophical idea behind this. Similarly, Akbar Allahabadi, a person who fought for the amity, unity of the communities, Hindus and Muslims. He was accused by one religion, persons belonging to one religion, that is drunk and so is taking up this idea, supporting one community and the unity. Those who opposed this idea said this. Then he said, the philosophical meaning could be different, but what he said is, you might have heard this, a popular ghazal, hangama hai kyun barpa. थोड़ी सी जो पीली है, डाका तो नहीं डाला, चोरी तो नहीं की है. And he adds on, ना तजुर्बेकारी की वाइज के बातें हैं, पूछो तो कभी पी है. Have you ever drunk to know the taste or what it means to drink? It's not that drunkenness, but his thoughts of unity, Hindu and Muslim unity, intoxication he was talking about. Not going into those details. For sure, you might have heard about what Hari Vamsharai Bachchan, the famous Hindi poet, wrote in his Madhushala. But he said, Musalman और हिंदू है दो, मुसलमान और हिंदू है दो, एक मगर उनका प्याला, एक मगर उनका मदिरालय, एक मगर उनकी हाला. दोनों रहते साथ न जब तक मंदिर मस्जिद में जाते, बैर बढ़ाते मंदिर मस्जिद, मेल कराती मधुशाला. I don't need to give the meaning of what he said, that as long as you are in the pub or the bar, you are united, and if you go to a mandir or masjid, you go your own way. Of course, it has its own meaning. It's only a simile, what he said. But whatever the intoxication, our state governments are really intoxicated. They need revenue. For the revenue tax more. Whatever the amount of tax that they impose on alcoholic drinks, the consumption doesn't come down. If it at times appear to be coming down, the reason is different. the illicit brewing, that I will come to you later. The National Family Health Survey 3 and 4. Let's take 4, that is in 2015 and 16. Among the southern states, Telangana tops the list with 50% men drinking, consuming alcohol, and women 4.9%. And in the same south, the Union Territory Lakshadweep, the least consumption is found in south again, that is Lakshadweep, where 0.8% male drink and 0.1% women consume alcoholic beverages. It's not to say that the state Telangana tops the list in the country. I'm talking about the southern India. In India, Arunachal, because we are talking about men and women, some place it is men, some place it is women who are drinking. Arunachal Pradesh, 56.6% men consume alcohol, while 17.8% of women do that. Whereas in Goa, it is 59.1%. Let's take it to be about rounding the figure to 60% men drink and 4.8% women drink. All India, it gives you meaning to compare with the All India aggregate. All India 22.4% men and 0.7% women drink. Women are accused, they are also drinking. I don't say that I don't have any taboo that drinking is good, bad, that value judgment I'm not doing. But still, only 0.7% of the women in the country drink, whereas 22.4% of men drink. And the purpose, the goal of the government, they say, is for raising the revenue, discourage the consumption. I don't know how it is happening. These are the reasons. The canons of taxation, we say good canons. No, this is one thing which is linked to the welfare of the country, welfare of the people, health of the people. So that's why we are doing it. But one reason this revenue raising is one thing that seems to be at the top of the agenda of these governments in the country. The National Institute of Public Finance and Policy, in one of its studies, it has brought out how much the governments are taxing the people who consume the liquor, alcoholic beverages, I mean to say, and the production of alcoholic beverages. In 2021-22, the production, the volume of production in terms of money, the value, I mean to say, is 84,806.3 crores. So much was produced, but the state excise on this production was, observe it carefully, that was 84,806 crore production, and the excise 2,05,792.76 crores. I repeat, 2,05,792.76 crore rupees against 84,000 crore worth production in the country. How much was consumed? 81,718.28 crores. And compare the state excise and the consumption and the production of the alcoholic beverages in the country in 1 year, 2021-22. Against consumption, 252% is the excise tax of the government. These figures speak for themselves. How high these governments are taxing the alcoholic beverages in this country. And on the production, if you produce 1 rupee worth, 2 rupees 43 paisa. 243% is the excise revenue to the government on account of the alcohol beverages production. Let's look at some other statistics also. The Reserve Bank of India, as you know, studies the budgets of the states in the country. This particular statistic, states' own tax revenue. You know, the revenue of the state governments, where from do they get the revenue? Their taxes, own taxes. The share in the taxes the central government gives to the state governments as per its own formula, the finance commission and all that, and borrowings and dividends and similar other things, you know. Its own revenue, state's taxation, 2024-25 was 23.35 lakh crore. Of this, from one single source, excise, 3.20 lakh crore. 3.20 lakh crore. That constitutes 13.68% of the total state revenue. So it is very crucial to the government. And the argument that higher the taxation, higher the price, lower would be the consumption. And consumption being lower, public health is secure, and government in a welfare state is concerned with the public health. Is that happening? If it apparently happening sometime, the reason is not the reduced consumption. You know how much illicit liquor is consumed in this country? Some 45%. Estimates suggest 45 to 50%. So raise the prices, people go to illicit liquor consumption. And people who want to profiteer go for adulterated liquors, brewing illicit liquors. So, as somebody said long back, pitva pitva punah pitva yavat patati bhutale uttaya cha punah pitva punarjanma navidyate. Drink, drink, drink. No, don't drink. Should come from the people as a movement that it is not good for their health. Because these governments, sorry to say, are intoxicated with the revenue sources coming to the governments. The governments also should rethink. Change should come, will come. We should raise our voices to be heard, loud enough to be heard by the powers that be. Hope the governments will review this. Think of alternative sources for the revenue, not taxing alcohol so high at the cost of the public health. Thank you so much for so patiently watching this video. Please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it already. As you know, subscription is free to you, but it greatly encourages me to present to you more videos of this type and more frequently. Thank you.